The Minister of Food and Agriculture, Dr. Usufri Akuto, has assured rice farmers in the Shama District of the Western region of government support in machinery and irrigation.
Dr. Usufri Akuto gave the assurance while touring the Roland Rice farms and milling plant in Shama as part of his Western regional tour. He said government is impressed with the investment made by Roland Rice and it will support such an initiative. City News' Annim has details.
The Food and Agriculture Minister, Dr. Usufri Akuto, as part of his Western Regional tour, interacted with Western Regional Agric Directors and the Western Regional Poultry Farmers Association at the Regional Coordinating Council in Sekondi. After taking their concerns, the minister promised to act on the issues raised. Accompanied by his directors, Dr. Usufri Akuto then inspected organic and inorganic demonstration farms, interacted with rice outgrowers, and then visited the Roland Rice processor and packaging plant in the Shama District. While praising Roland Rice for the investment made, the minister assured of government support.
Rice farmers in Shama, this interview is taking place in a spanking new rice milling center, which an entrepreneur, a young man, has put together in anticipation of the rise in the production of rice paddy in this region. We've been to the sites, they visited the dams and so on. They've shown us the difficulties that they are having. It's the same kind of demands that we met in Western North, that they need their dams and their gutters to be cleared out properly to get the water. They need mechanization, farm machinery, small-scale farm machinery to help them prepare the land for harvesting, for milling, and so on. So we are taking note of all this, and we will incorporate it in the West scheme when we get back to Accra.
Reacting to concerns of rising food prices, the Food and Agriculture Minister said there is abundant food which should not result in high prices.
As you saw, there's a lot of foodstuffs in Western North. In fact, the regional director was very clear in what he said, that in Bodi you get a bunch of plantain for 3 or 4 cities only, and then when it's transported to Serioso, it costs 12 cities. So from Bodi to Serioso, it means that the prices go up 2-3 times. So you can imagine when it goes from Bodi to Accra. That's why we are having these huge prices, or when it comes to Takoradi for that matter. That's why consumers in the big industrial urban centers are complaining of high price of food. But you come to the rural areas, food is cheap. I mean, you've seen it yourselves.
Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of Roland Rice, Jesse Roland Pra, whose plant the minister visited, called on government to ban importation of rice to strengthen local rice production.
I think if we ban the importation of rice, it will urge we the farmers to produce more. We can produce 2 or 3 times in a year, and we can even export some to our neighboring countries. Talk to the banks, give them the authority for them to release loans to rice farmers. And there should be proper supervision. I think when the bankers supervise well, they will be able to get back their principal and the interest. So government should push in more funds into rice production, bring in more machines to also make the work easier. I think this is the best thing.
Dr. Usufri Akuto also visited the Ghana Rubber Estate Limited plant at Abra in the Hunter West municipality, as well as the Benso oil palm in the Western region.